So here's the thing. Survival in the body is what keeps you in this place of not achieving your wealth, of not achieving where it is that you're meant to be going. And it has to do with an embodiment of the frequency. And there are places within your body, within your soul, inside your body, that have been stuck in a frequency of survival, of lack, of limitation, of those kind of things. And it really is about this place of coming into this awareness of where the frequencies of wealth are actually in your body. And we come with a certain level of capacity, right, based on our family circumstances, based on our own personal experiences within the body itself. And we are meant to be abundant. We are meant to be wealthy. And when you're in survival mode on repeat, this causes, and how you know you're there, is literally the external representation of that, like no money coming in, or having to struggle, or as soon as it comes in it goes out, or repeated events such as you going to rock bottom and having to build yourself up again is a literal nervous system response to what it is that you have going on in your life. And so this is about the reclaiming of your internal cellular wealth, because when you're born, you have everything that you need. Your heart beats, you're breathing air, you have family to take care of, you have no lack for anything. But as we grow and as we experience the world, right, we experience lack, we experience survival mode, we experience setbacks, and these all get internalized into your body. And this is what causes the mindset, this is what causes the representation of all the things, right? So that you get stuck in this place of like looking for the evidence to show up externally around what it is that you are worth, what it is that you desire, what is your capacity, right? And it becomes this internal separation between you and what you actually have and what is available to you. Now, there are practices like belief systems, affirmations, things like that, but they will not override. Those do not override. So you can do all the affirmations in the world and all the belief system work and all the things, but they will not override your natural internal cellular DNA shift from survival mode to wealthy. It just doesn't happen. And the reason why is because there are certain points, certain places, just like a trauma response to receiving wealth. And so that's why you see like lottery winners, or you see people that suddenly become wealthy, they don't have any more money. Because they are still in survival mode, hanging on to, clinging to the money to be the thing that makes them worthy, lovable, successful, you name it, in the sense of the external validation. Money shows up and therefore you're worthy. And it is a contradiction in the sense of you have to become internally, in the body, wealthy. This is how you remove scarcity and survival mode around wealth. It is not, let me just think it, right, and become it. It's not that. It's not that. Most people at this point in life, I have not met one soul that hasn't experienced deep trauma or whatever the case may be internally around events or what have you in their life. And so this is what creates that pattern to show up, is because there is not a level of safety around money. Can't trust it. Whatever the case may be. Your family never had any money. Generational traumas, projections, those kind of things are in your nervous system, in the body itself. And the soul of you, which is in your body, is also has its own rhythm, its own frequency. And so this is part of the issue, that there are operating systems that are there that keep you from the very thing that you desire most, which is wealth. So you stay in a survival mode of, as soon as you pay the bill, right? As soon as you have the things show up, right? You go into a trauma response around money. And this is what carries that scarcity mindset of, this, that, or the other thing happening, so that you stay in this place of grabbing, and it's never fulfilling you. It's never completing you. It's never enough. It will never be enough. And so it is an instant repellent. We do have wealth frequencies in our body, and when we choose things that are aligned with that wealth frequency, like for example, moving to a different location, or moving to a different apartment that's more aligned to you, or moving to a different house that's more aligned with your frequency. It doesn't necessarily have to do with the size or that. It has to do with location, or it has to do with what feels right and aligned in your body. Now, it also can go to like foods that you eat, or choices that you make, right? Are they aligned for you? Are they aligned with your soul? And are you actively listening to what those choices are? Because when you're choosing based on surviving, this is what causes the separation between wealth and survival. So, choosing choices based on what is aligned, and then trusting that choice, emphatically having faith in that choice, is what is the distinction between moving out of survival mode and moving into wealth. This is where it's at. Hope this helps. There are key factors within your body that dictate whether or not you're in survival mode or in wealth frequency. We are born with certain wealth set points within our body that we can absolutely change, and within our soul. No two people have the same soul, or the same map, or the same creation of wealth, the way that they want to create wealth in their life. No two people have the same. That's why when you do a system, right, that is like one size fits all, let's say, it won't work. Just like basic affirmations won't work for you. Or, yes, working on the belief systems, yes, that's part of it. But it doesn't fill in the gaps, moving you from survival to wealth. Because it is not working on your nervous system and making choices that are aligned with your nervous system to allow you to be in a state of wealth and out of survival mode. In order to know what those are, you have to get really, really clear and be able to discern or hear what is aligned for you. So, that requires questions. Do I love this? Do I hate this? Whatever the case may be, right? In order for you to build an abundant life, a wealthy life, there's choices that need to be made. And if you're choosing based on, yes, and I totally get it, having food in the pantry, having gas in your car, these kind of things, right? But making also the choices of what makes me feel aligned. Does it feel aligned to go sit by the water and connect with the water because I feel safe there? I feel abundant there. I feel worthy there. Or is it going and putting my feet in the grass because that's what makes me feel loved and abundant and safe? These are the choices that need to be made. So if there are things that you're doing that aren't aligned with this truth, and you're compromising alignment for safety, this is what causes survival with money, with wealth. That's why you see lottery winners lose everything. That's why you see billionaires fall out. It's why you see businesses crash. It's why you see partnerships in business crash. Because there are decisions that are made that are not in alignment with the wealth of you internally. You're making decisions based on safety. And I don't mean basic needs. I mean, all you know is struggle and survival. You do not understand wealth frequency in the body itself. It is a nervous system regulation. The same way as trauma. Most people have trauma around money. Basic fact. This is what causes the separation between having money, having wealth, and being in survival mode. Because there are decisions, okay, let's say you go for the coffee and it costs $5, right? But truly what is in alignment for you is if you made the coffee at home and bought the items to make the coffee at home, because it feels more in alignment with you in that moment. Now, that doesn't mean doing that forever, but what it means is that decision in that moment feels right, feels aligned with wealth. The other could also be true. Buying the cup of coffee makes you feel wealthy and out of survival mode because it's a gift to yourself. Just like going and sitting by the water, just like taking a drive. These are all choices that are in alignment with you, that build your frequency and help you stay out of survival mode. If you pay a bill and you say, thank God that I have the funds to pay the bill, I'm extremely grateful because I have it to pay. I have the money to pay. Or do you cringe and go, holy crap, I got to pay the bill because, and then that leaves me with X number of dollars and I can't do X, X, and X, and X. That's survival mode. Wealthy is thank God that I have the abundance to pay that bill. Being in deep state of appreciation, not gratitude, appreciation, is what leads to the shift out of survival and into wealth. Recognizing wealth around you. Do you have, a comfortable bed that you love? That is wealth. Do you have friends that make you feel amazing? That's wealth. Do you have someone that loves you? That's wealth. Nature is wealth. Having air in your lungs is wealth. Having the ability to sit down and watch a TV show is wealth. Being able to go work out, wealth. Driving your car to pick up your kids and having the time to do so is wealth. Starting the project that you wanted to start but haven't yet is wealth. Survival mode is, I'm too tired, so therefore I'm not going to do it. However, the opposite is also true. If you're too tired because you're mentally exhausted and you don't give yourself the time to rest, is also survival mode. There are many, 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 many things that create this frequency of separation between you being wealthy and being in survival mode with money. Many, many, many things. And if you do not understand how your system internally, your nervous system and your mind and your body relate and your soul relate to wealth, then you'll experience survival. So, if you want to learn more about that, or you're curious about that, and you have questions around that, this is a lot of the work that I do is around shifting you from survival to wealth. There are wealth set frequencies in your body, set points that are in your cells, in your DNA, and in your structure. And there are ways to go into that and figure out what those are. I do that through vision, through healing, through reclaiming who it is that you are meant to be and what life you're meant to have. And the truth is that most people who are empathic or healers or growing a business are meant to leave a legacy. This is a fact. We are living in the world in a place where God has called us, asked us, begged us to step forward, to step up, and to claim our birthright, to start moving in alignment with what is being asked of us, what we're meant to do, what we're meant to have, what we're meant to share. We are meant to be abundant so that we can create wealth for other people, give back. So, food for thought. If you're interested in the things that I'm talking about, please reach out and DM me. Talk to you soon. Follow me for more.